Excellent. So we want to write a script. We want to build a little film here, right? That are going to target young people like yourself, right? So you've been around. You look at here right now. There's not a lot of people in your age group right now here, is there? Right? Okay. So we need to develop an avatar of what it will take to contact. So you're going to help us get it started, okay? So being 21 years old, right? What is important to you that would lead you to making a decision to change your life?
I guess the biggest thing for me, you have to invest in yourself. You have to. All right, I'm 21 years old. This is when you start building your future, and 50 years down the road, I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about retirement. I don't have to worry about none of that. So, and I see what everyone here is doing, and it's one big family. That's important to me.
Okay, excellent. So now, your friends that you hang out with are also probably in your age group, right?
I moved here, and when I moved here, I left everything. I did a completely restart in my entire life. I got away from the bad friend groups, you know, all that bad stuff. I'll tell you one thing. In country music, we're coming. So,
yeah.
All right, awesome. So guys, we are going to build a script that is targeted towards Gen Xers and millennials, okay? Young people. That's what we're going to develop here. So now, what I need you to start doing, because I don't think there's any other Gen Xers or millennials in here, are there? There's my baby. Oh, come on, she's going to help me. Because she's like dialed in. She knows both sides of this thing. So she's going to come up and help her dad. She's going to help, okay? So here it is. Buddy, no, I didn't say the last gen. I said Gen Xers and millennials. No, you don't qualify. No. So here it is, guys. We're not Gen Xers, right? We're not millennials, all right? So here's the thing is, we're going to have to learn to think like one, though. So how many of you guys have kids or grandkids that are Gen Xers or millennials? Just about everyone in here, right? Do we communicate with our children?
I don't think they want to let us in on the secret.
So, here it is, guys. Somehow, to get this script written, we've got to start thinking like Gen Xers and millennials. We've got to think about what's important to them. And then we need to craft a message that will resonate with them, right? That they will understand, that they will care about. So, let me ask you guys this question. How many people here have an idea of what might be important to one of those those groups, okay? Dodie has her hand up. Now, guys, you can't be shy because it might take us like 6 years to write this thing, and we're not leaving until we at least get something pretty major here started. So, I don't know how many more minutes we have left. Okay, Dodie.
For the generations that we're going to be trying to reach, I feel the most important is self-esteem for them, and to help themselves become self-starters, and to not fall into that I can't do. Because that's what is happening a lot to our millennials right now. They aren't feeling the self-esteem that we as a family and community can give them. And if we start them at the young ages like Colton, even before Colton, we're going to have a really beautiful, beautiful future for the millennials.
So, all right. Oh, he's in the wheelchair. I got to come and hit.
I'm walking.
So guys, I want you to think, come on, we need ideas here, come on!
So, everybody loves an underdog, right? Everybody loves a hero? Yes. We can...
Yep.
Them kittens.
We have to be those role models for our kids. By showing what they're doing and showing them how we're succeeding, we're not only giving them life lessons, but we're showing them how they themselves can succeed once we're gone. Be that hero for your kid. Be that underdog. Be that role model. Take them aside. You might not have the best relationship with your kids when you're talking to them. Be sincere. Kids can spot a pony a mile away. Be legitimate with your kids. They'll look up to you forever. They will. Everybody needs a hero.
I think I've talked to my 22-year-old son, and a big thing for him is he saw his parents go through downsizing with corporate world. And so I think one thing is to not work necessarily for the man and have their own businesses. So I think this fits right into Kula, as well as giving to companies. Right now, millennials really like that, companies that give back and give back to the community and not take all the corporate profits for themselves. So I think those two are huge messages for the younger generation.
All right, now we're starting to crack into something that they may want, right? So they want financial freedom, right? They want to have more flexible work hours, right? They don't want to have the traditional jobs that we have, right? It's not that they're lazy, they just don't want to go to work 40 hours and do the same thing over and over again, right? And they are very cause related, right? They love to get behind companies that have a cause, that have a purpose, very socially motivated, right? To know that their purchase, wait a minute, that sounds kind of like Cool Brands. Wow. So see guys, we have the perfect business model for them. But here's the key, and this is why we're writing a script for this, guys. We need to figure out what are the words, what are the phrases, what are the images that will get them to understand and believe that we have every single thing that they want. Because absolutely we do, guys. Right? Think about this. If you guys were, think about, let's roll back the clock 20 years. What if everyone in this room was able to, over the last 20 years, take 5 or 10% of the money you used to purchase items, and you would have done that through companies that were related to Kula Brands, and gotten points for those? Who here believes they'd be in a much better financial place right now, right? Oh, yes, of course. How do we get that message across to them that says this? Young person, you are a consumer. You are going to be a consumer for the rest of your life. We have found the golden ticket. The magic formula. The opportunity that will take that. Because you guys do understand, the reason why most of us are not where we want to be financially is not that we did not make enough money for us to be financially okay. Because you can make $30,000 a year, and if you only spent $10,000 or $15,000 to live, because you live very frugal, and took another, paid your tax and did all that, and put $10,000 away, year after year after year, over the last 20, 30 years, you'd have over $1 million right now. You'd be a millionaire. But why are we not all millionaires? Because we're consumers. And we buy stuff. And we think, I've worked so hard all year, I need to go on a vacation.
Is that what we sound like?
And we spend money, right? And then we can't save it. Or we are saving it, and then that emergency comes up, right? So how do we relate this to millennials? So guys, I want you to start thinking, and this is, where's Corey? Corey's my script writing buddy right here. Where's Corey, and where's Deb? Well, Deb's the fixer, right? Deb fixes our scripts. But I gotta tell you guys, we've already started to do this. Okay, the last 2 scripts that we've written, we put those into the community, and you guys killed it, right? You guys took my little crappy script that I spent like 20 minutes to come up with the concept and the idea, and you guys made it flow, right? You're going to start seeing some of those scripts come together. So come on, Corey, I need your help here, because Everybody's not helping as much as I need. So I gotta call in my ringer here, okay, because we do this all the time. So, buddy, we're writing a script right now for millennials, okay, and Gen Xers, okay? We've found out and realized that they do not want a traditional job.
Yep.
We found out that they're very motivated. So how do we get them to understand? So let's start writing our script, right? So what do we got? We want to do I don't know, Brenda and Larry. Brenda and Larry? Are those good? Are those good names for millennials? Yeah. Okay, so let's start this way.
No.
We need 2 avatars, 1 female, 1 male. They're 18 years old. Okay, they're 18 right now. Both of them are. And so what's a good girl's name that's nowadays that they can relate to? Daisy. Oh, Sophia. Is Sophia good? Does that work? Sophia? All right. So, Dad, we have Sophia. You're picturing Sophia in your mind? All right, excellent. Now, wait a minute. Corey will we're doing a male and a female because Corey keeps switching. Whenever I say that's Bob, he says it's John, and when I say Bob is John. Lisa's Nancy, I don't know. He changes around on me all the time. Something we got to talk about, buddy, okay? Okay, so we're running out of time here, guys. What's our male avatar's name?
Devin.
Gunner. Perfect. Okay. So we've got our male avatar and we've got our female avatar. And they're 18 years old. Now, should we have one of them decides not to go to college and one of them decides to go to college?
Sure.
Is that good?
Yeah, that would
All
be
right,
great.
so, Dawn, are we typing? Look, she's already got it, guys. She's up there typing away. We're writing a script right now. She's going. She's getting it. 2 18 years old, Gunner and Sophia. All right, excellent. Okay, so Gunner and Sophia, one's going to college, one's not going to college. Who's going to college, Gunner or Sophia?
Sophia.
Okay, Sophia's going to college. Gunner decided to skip it. Maybe he's going to go to a trade school, right? All right, so now Gunner and Sophia are both in the same age group, so they both like companies that are cause related, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Now one of our avatars are going to decide to just buy from companies that do cool things, right? Like if you buy their product, they help feed a hungry child somewhere. If you rescue a pet, right? So they take a percentage of their revenue and they put it into, so see, I got to start pacing now, guys, right? Because we're starting to think through the process, right? Because we really need to nail this, because we're going to produce a video from this. So they both like the same thing, right? There's no differences there. Okay, here we go. All right, except for the fact that one of them has a pretty cool set of parents, right? And those cool parents... Oh, rewriting. Okay, let's come over here.
Okay, so I would get rid of school altogether.
School altogether.
No, you don't want, yeah.
No school.
Okay, so instead, it's you either go for the entrepreneurial route of online businesses,
Okay.
like YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff, or you go to have a normal job.
Or maybe gig related, like an Uber driver, or like a Postnex. Postnex, Uber driver,
Yeah, you
that
gotta be
type
able
of
to
thing.
find that.
Okay, so one of them wants to be in online marketing, and then the second one wants to do the gig economy, right? And you guys all know what the gig economy is, right? You go deliver food, or you bring packages, or you deliver a DoorDash, right? Exactly. Okay, so we've got that going there. Okay, excellent. All right, so now we need to decide: is the girl the smart one that gets into Cooler Brands, or is the boy the smart one that gets into Cooler Brands?
Boy.
Guys, I gotta tell you, you know, guys, seriously, you have to think about this stuff, right? You have to think about, from the perspective of millennial, from the perspective of these young people, which would be the better of the two. not because you're a man or a woman. You have to think as a marketer. Marketers look at things from the perspective of not whether it appeals to them, but who are they targeting? Because ultimately what we want is both men and women, boys and girls, to look at this video and say, you know what? I want to take this pathway because it's better than this other one.
We think you should go with both girls or both boys, and perhaps we put 2 different videos out, but each girls, boys, instead of.
All right.
Either way, it's gonna be offensive if one is doing one.
Either way, it's going to be offensive. All right, so we're going to make the same video 2. We've got Sophia, and so we need another girl's name. What's another girl's name?
Becky.
Lily.
Gracie?
Gracie.
Morgan? Robin?
Becky.
Chloe?
Lily.
What's the hot name nowadays, right, guys? So think about this.
Brittany.
If you look at the target market you're going for, and if we can find the most popular name, right, the one that all the girls or all the boys are like, I'd like to be called that, heck, right? Harper's a popular name.
Why don't we ask Google something?
Let's ask, exactly. Bam! See, that's why he's my partner. See, he's thinking about what is the most popular name today for millennials and for Gen Xers, right? Soon we're moving in that. Historically boys' names, that's good. So we're going to make 2 videos. So we need another boy's name and we need another girl's name. Whew, man, I'm telling you. See, you guys are like, Liam for the boy, Liam. Emma and Liam. Emma and Liam. Those are the other 2 names right there. We've already used up about 13 minutes. So you guys are like, why can't these guys get this crap right? All I want to do is share a video and have everybody join. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy putting yourself in somebody else's place or figuring out really what it is. And guys, this does take a lot of work to go through this process and figure these things out. Okay, so we have our names now, okay? So now we really need to think about it. Both our boy and our girl. Okay, so of that right there, Gunner is the smart boy, okay? Absolutely. And his dream is to become a golf pro, but in the meantime, he wants to make a lot of money residually as well, because he knows that sometime the golf career will end, or he'll end up on the seniors tour. But again, he really wants to have residual income. Okay, so, and then for the girl, which one? Emma. Emma's going to be our girl. That is going to be the smarter girl who is going to take the right path. Okay, so now. All right, so now we've got those 2. What is the first step? What is that first image? What is that first scene that we want to show where they're making that decision? Is it their parents? Is it a friend? Is it not their parents? Morgan said no parents. Sorry. Okay, friends.
Friends, yeah.
All right, okay, here it is. Okay, I got it. They are both at game night at a friend's house. And it is a common friend, okay? A common friend, game night at the house, okay? And while they're playing the game, the friend says, what do they say, guys? Come on, what's the conversation starter? How would young people bring up this fact, oh man, I found this unbelievable opportunity that allows us to take our desire to be a consumer. Would you guys say that most young people actually have a desire to be a consumer? Oh, absolutely, guys. Why do you think they have these jump programs with your phone where you can go in like 6 months, go in and get another phone? Ooh, man. Right? They love being consumers, right? They absolutely do. I think my son owns like 65 video games. I asked him, I said, son, how long, if you started playing those video games, would it take you to play all of them? He's going to buy more because they love being consumers, right? You had something to say?
I was going to say, kind of start off with a little shameless product placement because they're at their common friend's house, and the common friend has, let's say, an Instajam in the background. They're drinking from 5 bottle. They're playing the entrepreneur game.
Oh, beautiful.
yeah.
So there it is, guys. So game night, friend's house, and they're playing the entrepreneur game, right? And then the friend says, hey, guys, I'm actually going to be able to go on maybe my dream vacation, get my dream what? Or
Car.
maybe actually they bring up the subject of creating a positive movement out there, right?
Environment's real big right now.
Environment. So then maybe they got some hoopty sitting there, right? Something that's good for the environment. Maybe they got a little Buddha gear, right? Homeless is a huge thing right now, right? And what do we do with Buddha gear on the winter stuff? We what? Donate beanies. So there it is, guys. We now have the conversation. So the young people sitting there talking with their friends bring up the subject of the 4 or 5 or 6 Cooler Brands products that are doing what? Good things. Right?
Right.
And then the conversation moves from the good things that the companies are doing to the fact that they are actually part of helping these companies become successful, right? They're actually part of the development of these products, right? Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Okay, so we've got our kids picked out here. They're part of it. They start the conversation. So then comes up what? Have you guys ever heard of Cooler Brands? Now, wait a minute. Should we? I got to come over here to my expert over here.
32% of them like accountability and transparency.
Should we have Cooler Brands in the script or leave it a secret?
Leave it a secret.
Leave it a secret. Okay. So what we should talk about then is a new what? Innovative business model. What did you say they like, buddy?
32% like transparency and accountability.
All right.
That might be us.
So wait a minute. So in this process of them talking about these products, would they actually talk about knowing the inventor? Would they talk about working with the inventor, helping the inventor? Would they talk about being a part of it?
Yeah.
Actually getting lives on, we might want to say TikTok or something, right? I don't know. Right? Instagram, right? So we speak their language, right? We talk about that they're following these inventors on Instagram. And because they're following these inventors and helping them, they're what? Going to pick up residual income, right? And so at that point, game night ends. Gunnar and Sophia say, hey, that sounds pretty good. Can I get involved in that? Can I do that? So instead of an ask by the young kids, what if we put it in a position in our video where the kids actually ask their friend, hey, can I be a part of that? Can I help inventors? Can I help companies that are helping clothe the homeless? Feeding pets? Saving the planet? And so our host says what? Yeah, absolutely. But the other kids say, see you, man. Check you out later. I don't know what the cool word is right now, but we're going to figure it out. Can someone look up how you say goodbye to your friends today, all right? Let's get that down pat. How do we say goodbye, Morgan?
Snapchat it, yep.
Nobody hates you, you know. That was a while ago. All right, I just got to check, right? All right, so the other two just get up and leave, and our two stay. And at that point, can we explain a little bit about the business model? Or should we just start them on their journey that they decided to get involved, be a part of it, and then we start to show the differences in their lives, right? Both of them buy an Instajam speaker. Both of them buy the same products, the same things, right? Both of our avatars begin to go on the same journey. The difference is Oh, experiences. Young people love experiences, right? I hate to tell them those experiences are going to keep them broke unless they're in Cooler Brands, but that's beside the point. We're going to go on to that, right? So, okay, so they value experiences. So then our avatar that gets into Cooler Brands, what? Begins to have incredible experiences, right? That's the path that we begin to lead on. The first incredible experience they have is what? They are with the inventors when they are at the dog shelter giving away dog products, right? They are with the company Hoopty when they're cleaning up the environment, right? So they are with these companies. They help them create the company. They help them launch the company. They help them then develop this product all the way through, right? And now that's their first experience, right? Because we know it takes a little while for royalties to build up, so we can't show them like at 19, like on Hawaii somewhere on the beach, because we don't want to lie to them. Because they like what? Transparency. So they want to know, right, how they're going to impact the world by being involved in this, right? Now, the other kid that decided to say no, they're not quite getting to go on those experiences, are they? They started down the journey of what? Having to show up for work every day, right? Dreaming. So one is doing, and the other one is what? Dreaming. So we got a little bubble there, right? And the little bubble has experiences in it of what? Feeding the homeless, helping out, right? So we've got one that's actually doing, and one that's dreaming. And now we can begin to speed up, and we can start to look 3, 5, 6 years down the road. And at some point, we can have our avatar there. Now, wait a minute, guys. We probably need to go back up a little bit. Because at some point, they use this stuff, and they need to do what? They need to get rid of it, right? So what do? They recycle it. Yay! Millennials recycling. All right, excellent. So we get to go through that process. So I think we're out of time right now, right, guys? Oh, they gave us more time.
I think that's because it's counting backwards.
No, it's still going down, buddy. All right, guys, we're going to stop here. We're going to take this up before the end of the weekend because we're going to finish this script, and then we're going to get this made. So I want you guys to continue to think about it, right? Because, see, I know a lot of you guys are going, but Peter, I'm not good at this. That's horseshit. I mean, it really is, right? I mean, I'd like to use a nicer word, you know what I mean? But then I'd have to say it's bullshit. And I think horseshit's probably better than bullshit, right? So here it is, guys. Okay? Seriously. Every single one of you guys have the ability to create. The ability to come up with ideas and concepts. That is what the human mind is built for. There is not a single person in here that could not invent something, that could not create something, that could not help us discover the script. Here's the thing is, you shut yourself off. You said it so much that you're not. Perception is reality. What you guys need to do is just change that reality. And how do we change our reality? We change our perception. And if you can't believe in yourself, you say this. How many people think I'm pretty smart? All right, so if I'm pretty smart, and I'm telling you that you're creative, and that you're inventive, and that you have this amazing imagination, right? That can create anything you want, that can come up with ideas and concepts that can revolutionize, change the world, then I must be right. Yeah. And I gotta tell you guys, about 7 weeks ago, I was wrong on something, so it's done for like 3 years, right? I can't be wrong. I have to be right. And I am telling you, you are creative. You are inventive. You guys, if we take the power that is just sitting in this room right now, and we put our minds to coming up with the messages the concepts, the ideas that can convert to audiences, we can have this thing on fire. We can have 100 people a day join. We can have videos and marketing materials that will convert unbelievably. But in order to do that, guys, we need to open up our minds. You need to think about what got you to say yes. What got you to move and decide to come here to this event and spend the money that you spent to come here. The one thing that gets you to pledge on project after project after project. You already know what it takes to get somebody to say yes because you said yes. We have 150 people in here that all said yes. Imagine if we got that messaging down. We'd have 2, 3, 5,000 people at the next Kula party. We begin to roll out those projects, those companies that become those little beautiful unicorns. I gotta tell you, I've never been a fan of unicorns, but I am a fan of unicorns, right? Little unicorns hopping through a field, right? The Kula field. 12? What? That was last year's? Oh my goodness. You found a unicorn? There you go. We got one unicorn already. Why not add 100 to it, right? Anyway, guys, in the next few years, there's going to be 100+ companies that are created that revolutionize the world. We need a bigger community to do that, and the power is right here in this room. Unlock your minds. Go back to that childhood thinking, right? Where you could sit there with a box and play for 4 hours, right? The mind that drove your parents crazy. What is this? What's that? Why does it do that? Why is that? Why is this? Why is that? Why is that? Why is this? Why is that? Let's unlock that here this weekend, guys, and let's drive our future. Let's drive our future. And some of you guys go, but Peter, I don't want to influence. I didn't ask you to influence. I asked you to help us come up with a message that will allow the people that want to influence to go out and influence. That's the beauty of a collaborative community. You don't have to do everything. Just help come up with the ideas, the concepts, and the tools that will allow the people that want to do it better, faster, and more efficiently. Collective intelligence, guys, is one of our key points. Tomorrow, I believe I have a time, I'm going to talk about collective energy. But for right now, guys, we're going to watch Jason paint an amazing portrait. So before he starts doing that, jump up on your feet, tell each other how amazing you are, give each other a shoulder rub.